Dire Bear. It's Tuesday night, so that of course means we're playing the World at War, or Scion 2nd Edition Chronicle. If you were with us last week, you saw,
Say it.
You kind of saw a lot of people get kind of slapped around. Good guys and bad guys. That may have been the roughest fight y'all have been in so far, as they faced off against a phalanx of skeletons.
Yeah, you found Connor's weakness. 14 skeletons.
Sheer number. It was only 10. Don't exaggerate.
Yeah, sheer numbers.
So yes, investigating the possession of Violetta's husband, you discover that he and his daughter were possessed by spirits you were familiar with. You gave them basically a stern talking to and sent them on their way. And on their way out, they left you a surprise. Basically emptying a sack of dragon's teeth into the potting soil of the various office plants. If any of you have seen the old Jason the Argonauts, that's pretty much what happens. Dragon teeth go into the dirt.
They were so
armed skeletons
wiggly.
come out.
I don't know the math for that either. Greeks are weird.
I want to say in some of the actual myth, it was warriors that would come out, but I was going straight, Harryhausen. So yeah, big fight in the office.
Now wondering if we have any of Shauna's baby teeth laying around.
It would depend if she was a Greek dragon or not.
It's a European dragon,
Fair.
so we're close.
Same continent. We're get there-ish.
Western Europe barely counts, Greece.
It was kind of all there at one point. Anyway.
Well, once the Western Empire fell, they stopped really counting the Eastern Empire that they looked at as being Greek. Or the Byzantines, if you want to call them that. Anyway. So yeah, Connor had the stuff and beat out of him. Because, as it tends to be his role, he was out tanking. He was literally attracting all their attention. I don't think he was the only one that got wounded, was he? Or did Sasha and Duba's armor take everything?
I think it took everything.
I think it was just armor.
Okay.
Yeah, one injure maybe, but yeah. Because she was soaking damage.
And we got to find out that Jaden has really been amping up her healing abilities. They're hacking Connor apart, and she's just there duct taping him back together. All right.
Keeping him from dying.
Yes. And importantly, you got all the office, everybody that was in the office, you got them out unharmed, so. Chances are good the news coverage of you from this station is going to be pretty positive from here on out.
It's like we saved their lives twice now.
Twice?
Yeah.
What was the other time?
We diffused an explosive device.
That was a different station.
The why aren't...
And that station burned to the ground.
Oh, that's fair.
But yes, you did save lives, though, so, Alright, so, of course, the police show up. They're taking, panicked descriptions of what's going on. So when they rush up, it's weapons out, they come rushing up.
Connor's on the floor in a crucible of blood.
Just like that one gif for the guys on the floor, just like...
All I can picture is the supervisor I've got at work. Anytime something falls off a pallet, there's a loud noise. You'll just hear him down his aisle or on the other side of the pallet. I'm okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's just what I'm picturing, John. Is he okay? I'm okay.
That's just an old retail idiom.
Yeah.
That's habit.
They see the just ruins of these skeletons laying around. With old, Bronze Age weaponry. So you get quizzed on what happened. Of course, they're questioning the Sandquists.
Not really gonna tell them there was ghosts. I will not tell them that who the ghosts are.
And they don't ask.
Good. They're ghosts.
Okay.
Oh, hey, ghosts. They're fucking crazy.
Oh no, it's Ghost is not this shit again.
One of the guys
Yeah.
you recognize from one of the officers that responds. You recognize from the last time y'all dealt with a ghost possessing.
Hey,
people.
basement buddy.
Hey.
He just
So
kind of like, hey.
Connor look over's like, "Hi, basement buddy."
All the other officers look at him.
He's really good at titles, so, it might stick.
Be right back, phone.
For the rest of this police officer's life, every time he meets somebody, every time he's in a basement with somebody, they're like super friendly to him.
Yep.
So you're there for another hour or so. They have EMTs that kind of go over Connor. Though they find where he's obviously injured, but there's not much they can do for him that Jaden hasn't already done. I mean, there's
It's mostly just cleanup for them. They just squeegee everything up.
They wipe off a little more of the blood, and maybe they put one or two of their own bandages on just so they feel like they've done something.
Mm-hmm.
They do
They're trying to
suggest
earn
they
that
do suggest you get
$500.
checked out. That you swing by a hospital or something.
Yeah, should be fine. Once this whole thing is dealt with the monster in the lake, I'll be taking a nap in a damn hospital. But
Not if I can help it.
Once this is over, I'm just gonna go check myself in somewhere for a week.
no, I mean, you can help it all you want to. I'm just gonna go to a hospital and go, "This bed, please, mine."
All right.
Free hospital food, or not free hospital food, but good hospital food, nice rest.
I need a damn.
Good hospital food.
I like the hospital food by my house, so I'm a little biased.
Okay.
I want to ask how you know that, but at the same time, I don't want to ask how you know that.
I have a very real answer for you.
How many of your mom's boyfriends did you send there?
Keep in
Hilarious
mind,
laughs and smiles.
Keep in mind this is being recorded, so say nothing.
Hilarious laughs and smiles.
He pulls out the staff, extends it, and just pat on the head because he doesn't want to move.
The staff seems extra heavy today.
It's that one gif where they're just consoling that person with the broom. There.
That's basically what happened, yeah. Except it's not more consolation. It's like, well done. Give me 2 minutes, I'll be up.
So anyway, they take everybody's statement or whatever. The cleaning crew comes in.
Squeegees all of.
They look at the blood
Connor's
splashed all
viscera.
over the place. They look at the broken bones. The head guy looks at y'all and narrows his eyes.
Less questions you ask, the better.
Just keep an eye out for potted plants.
Yes, police. Y'all have got to gather up the human bones, right? We don't have to. Okay.
That's evidence. Yeah.
Yeah. The forensics guys are in there gathering all the bones.
Connor would look over. It's like, do y'all have any potted plants at your workplace?
Of course.
I'd check those.
What are we checking for?
Teeth.
Teeth.
And one of the officers that was looking in the plants that y'all started talking holds up one of the dragon's teeth.
That's the one.
Those.
Like I described last week when y'all looked at some of them, the ones that were planted seem to be decaying away at an accelerated rate.
They look more pristine than that, though. You can just squeeze that; it'll crumble.
Yeah, you plant those in some soil, and bam, asshats.
Connor loses 45% of his blood.
45. I was at like 80. At
Being
least.
generous.
Well, yeah, so was I.
Oh, I just realized Davey's in the chat asking who the basement buddy is. They dealt with some police officers several sessions back, and one of them got possessed. One or two of them got possessed, and another one was just there witnessing the whole thing.
It was It was the doctor that was there.
That's right. It was one of the coroner's assistants, and then like two police officers.
Yeah.
All right. Once y'all make y'all statements, y'all are free to go.
Yeah. Clarice just
The
goes back
police
to
don't tend to give Scions a whole lot of hassle when they clearly just put down something supernatural.
Act of several gods.
Yeah, it's kind of like comic books. There's, when the hero has beat up a supervillain, the cops say, yeah, there's certain leeways given because we didn't want to have to deal with that.
Yeah.
That's fair.
Before you leave, Mr. Sandquist and his daughter, they thank you again. Ask you if there's, anything they can do to protect themselves and that sort of thing.
Get all the potted plants out of here. At least
well, they meant the they meant the possession, but
Oh.
Would Sasha know anything?
It is your parents.
Well, just ghosts in general.
Well, her parents can't possess people anymore anyway.
How long do those titles you put on them last?
No, it's not a tile, it's a condition.
But it lasts as long as you keep that.
No, it does not. It is instant.
He spent it. He spent the legend as a thing.
Yep. Must be resolved by taking a challenging or risky action that thematically tied to the nature of the marvel. In other words, they're going to have to take some serious risks, which her parents aren't really.
They're not really the type.
You say that they got themselves killed.
Well,
right.
And then
now
they're
more cautious in the afterlife.
And then they, oh yeah, well we cautious in the afterlife, and they escape with y'all the first chance they get.
yeah.
Wouldn't you?
You know what? Aset's not looking. We're just going to slide down this ladder back to the mortal realm.
I don't know. Aset's realm was kind of nice.
Yeah.
It was. Your parents seemed to be the only people that were not content to be there.
Yep.
Either way, it's a condition that lasts until they do something particularly challenging to deal with it.
Challenge level. Explain that to Aset.
Basically.
You know that meme that's like, do this thing or draw 20?
Draw 20.
Yeah.
What do you think, man? We just really missed our cards.
That's basically
which is why we set Gaia against him.
That daughter we sold to, oh yeah, we really missed her.
But if Sasha knows anything to prevent further possession, she would do it.
So that, you give a few little how effective it would be, but a few of the kind of the folklore kind of things,
Don't play with the Ouija board.
Violetta's daughter's taking notes on her phone. Don't play with the Ouija board. Burn sage.
Don't let unexpected delivery drivers open your door.
As y'all are leaving out here, Mr. Sandquist telling the cleanup crew to, get rid of the potted plants. We're bringing some good artificial ones or something.
Sasha grabs one of the potted plants on the way out then.
No,
I'm just going to take this.
This payment, research to make sure, maybe.
Just keep walking. Just keep walking.
Just imagine one of those big ass ferns.
Connor's like just like, dear, I know you just wanted the damn plant.
Don't judge me.
I'm not judging you.
Someone quick turn Sarah's camera a little bit this way.
Oh no, yeah, absolutely. Sarah, do it.
I'm hoping it doesn't disconnect.
Okay. there's a few
Behold.
plants there.
Behold.
The indoor jungle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All that fresh air, though.
I
Man.
got that crisp air though. Yeah.
I mean, I got one over here. Granted, it's from her jungle, but I got one over here. Anyway.
All right, so y'all exit the building.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Robert.
Yes.
I'm gonna pass out in the bed of the truck. I need a nap.
All right. I'll try not to turn too sharp.
I doubt I'd feel it.
Sasha goes back there with her plant as well, just because it won't fit in the cab. She knows this.
So she's just kind of sitting there
Bang,
hugging
you
the, hugging the big pot.
Pot in one arm.
Pot in one arm, Connor just curled up in the other, just like, yes.
All the employees
Making
on
sure
the
the monkey
ground
does not
floor.
bounce around.
All the employees on the ground floor just watching her walk out with it. You know, it's in
Don't-
one of the,
don't-
it's one of
don't-
in one of the
don't ask.
distinctive, clearly one of our potted plants.
It's the company logo is like right there.
Just
Warren
making
said, Warren
sure
said I
there
could have
won't be-
this.
Making sure there won't be any further ill effects. Just
Don't worry
checking.
about it. Don't ask any questions. It's her thing.
I'm actually thinking of that scene from The Big Lebowski.
Yeah.
So how'd the meeting go? Oh, he's great. He said I could take any rug I wanted.
So,
All right.
Did you make sure to arrange to get that footage?
Yes. I would have 100% made arrangements before because we had talked about it last session.
Oh yes. I had forgotten.
Yeah.
So I would have given them an email to send it to.
Warren does do a little wheeling and dealing. You know, he wants a couple of good shots of the skeletons that he can, use in the newscast.
Of course.
Well,
I mean,
like we're
not the real
like
graphic
taping.
Connor getting hacked up stuff. They can't air that. But
Got to keep it kind of PG.
yeah,
mean,
yeah,
I-
yeah.
This is a,
might as well just have a copy, so that he still has footage.
yeah, that's what we're getting at.
Okay.
Like him getting some of Teleris's footage,
Right,
probably
right,
from
yeah,
like
just walk
the
out.
GoPros.
Yep. Just a really good shot of Connor just punching a skull in.
It's been a day. I need this.
Or one of those times when he'd bat a skeleton to Robert, and Robert would slap it out of the air with his hammer.
That's hilarious. Like wallpaper right now.
You did it as a
Would-
GIF. Go put it in the Discord group.
Teleris, also the
Yes.
Oracle footage. Since we probably have some favor with these people now, I would certainly hope so. Do we
Mhm.
want to arrange the release of that?
Well, I was just gonna release it myself, but that's probably a better idea actually. Hold on, and Hilarious like hops out of the car before we leave and goes back in.
We'll be here.
face.
All
Let's
right,
look for the palm.
now, did y'all have a couple of the pets with the dogs in the back?
We did have the animals in the car.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, they were just hanging out there while we went inside.
Everyone but Shauna.
They are fascinated by the smell of Connor. And they're helping clean you.
Thanks. As he pats.
Now they're developing a taste
Smoochums
for
is
monkey.
licking a little too much.
Smochums, no. No nibbling.
You nibble.
Take that leg out of your mouth.
Mm.
No rolling.
If they start like, Connor's like, just remember, I have a much bigger friend.
All right, so where are y'all headed off to? Once Telarius
Telar-
runs back in. And...
Runs back in and is like, I have something else to commemorate our new friendship, and hopefully, we don't get burned by you guys again, like last time.
But it wasn't
But that's
really us
aside.
last time, but you know.
Yeah. Possessions. and then they'll
Nine-tenths of
just
a law.
pull it up. They'll pull it up on a monitor nearby where it's just like it's still like the protected
It's
can't
the
see the
footage that you've
eyes.
edited.
Yes, I've heavily edited it so that
Where you blurred out the
do not
Oracle
know
and her
who the
mother's
child
faces.
is. Yeah, but you very obviously hear a child's voice say, "I'm part of the Varangian band."
Hmm.
Is that a band you want in this city?
Hmm.
All right, so where are y'all heading from here?
We should probably at least recoup a night.
Yeah, I could use it. I need to make
Probably
a bit of
worth
an
it to do that.
offering to Dad, and I need to check in on some things.
Recuperate means lay down, Connor.
Yeah, well, fortunately, there's more of me than the me.
Good point.
Would a clone making an offering be effective?
Oh no, I still need to do that, but I
Okay.
have a shrine at the safe house. And
In the
Nope.
safe house. Away.
the clones of me are gonna be checking on other things.
All right, so y'all get back to the safe house. You know, being careful that you're not being followed or anything like that.
Take a whole ass loop around.
Yeah.
So y'all get there. You know, you get Connor out of the car. He's kind of limping up.
Mm.
Shauna comes stomping out of the barn.
Hey, Shauna.
You smell like blood.
You
An
were in
alligator
the
and
fight.
dog spit.
What the hell, Dad?
Surprise skeletons, you wouldn't have fit in the building.
God,
Trust me,
it's always excuses.
if I can get them moving tomorrow, and the other band hasn't moved, we're gonna go hit them tomorrow. So, I'll pat Shauna on the head.
You're sure this time?
Talk to them. My plan's to go hit them tomorrow and make sure they stop living. And he'll go inside.
She turns and looks at the rest of the band.
Give a good look. I look at Connor like this is gonna beat their ass.
I think if they live or die will depend largely on them as well.
See?
Okay, but I'm going with you tomorrow, and I'm
Yeah,
burning
no.
something.
That's
Feel free to burn Penelope.
I don't
Okay,
think
I'm burning. That's it. I'm burning something tomorrow, with or without you. Let me put it that way.
Burn Kim. That's a good idea.
I was gonna say Penelope's like the water thing, probably not a great idea.
Well, I might have already burned her, but whatever.
We'll figure this out. Do we want to just have them a sit-down meeting out here or indoors?
Is that what we're calling this? The sit down meeting?
I don't know.
Connor yelling from inside the house, just get in here.
Meeting in the
Shauna.
kitchen window open so Shauna can stick her head in.
I was gonna say, Shauna, I'll open a window.
In we go.
Finds another window for the plant.
Yeah. Connor will have some well-aged wine and a whole bunch of peaches and some mangoes that he sets upon the altar to his dad. Like, hey, Dad, burned a little bit of power, pulling a U. Need a little bit of that back if we're gonna go beat the shit out of the other band. Or, as you said, go geek the mage.
Yeah,
So-
there's no immediate response, of course. There's not usually.
Yeah, it's like, this is everything I got on hand that I know you like to have, so. Don't know if it's worth anything else to you. But I know Guy is probably going to try to interfere with some animals and whatnot. There's a lot of stories about that. So I don't know if you've got some crazy monkeys that could run around and do some chaos, but
Where did those baboons come from? They're not even native to America.
like
No
just
great
in
apes. No
case.
great apes are native to the Americas.
Yeah.
Aside from Sasquatch.
Just activate the chaos purview so that the cages are just a little bit weaker at the zoo. The enclosures are just a little bit weaker.
I can see that happening.
Yeah, I think we just rest for the most part, unless because I don't think I have anything pressing.
Yeah.
I was going to drop the video, but I've given it to the news. I will watch the news then to see
Yeah.
what
Okay.
how they spin it.
They spin it very well. It's not really even spinning. It just the news is just very
Oh,
favorable
the
to you.
truth. Yeah.
You know, it's the majority of the program is taken up with both the attack. They show the footage of the Oracle. Of course, you know, the other newscasts, this would be the first thing they're seeing of it, so there's no immediate response.
Mm-mm.
Overall, the other media outlets' coverage of you is still fairly negative. But from what you have gathered, there's at the ground level, the actual newscasters and reporters in some of those networks are kind of throwing a fit over how their bosses are kind of trying to force them to, or at least that's the rumor that's gotten out. You've had a couple.
I can use that to my advantage.
You've had a couple of reporters publicly quit the studios they work for, stuff like that. Online, public opinion is swinging a little more. It's much more towards y'all than it was, but it's still pretty contested because there's conflicting stories and
Yeah.
How's the Discord?
I was gonna say on the Discord, I actually dropped based on some of the footage that didn't get released to the or wasn't on the news, just a GIF of like the band in action. But no one else would have had that but me, so just kind of like put it there. Just let the monkeys fly.
People immediately start direct messaging you, want to know who you are, or suspecting who you are.
My DMs are private. They have to add me, and I don't accept it.
That's pictured hilarious sitting there.
Just drinking some of Connor's tea, just like.
It's good.
So yes, the faithful are doing much better in the Discord battle than they were earlier.
Well, I mean, I sure as hell hope so. We've given them enough ammunition.
Kidding.
All right, so y'all rest up for the night. Connor, what were you going to have the other Connors do? You said check on a thing or two.
Yeah, the clone at the tree is going to get some more peaches and bring them by the bowl, and then hop up in the tree. It's like, hello.
Oh, hello, Connor.
Brought you some fruit.
Ah, thank you.
So how are those trees that we planted in around here doing?
No, he gestures over to him. You can see they seem to be doing fine.
Yeah, let's say these are the trees from Wukong's realm.
They're growing probably a little faster than normal.
Yeah,
But it's not like they were full size the next day or anything.
yeah, that's good.
But he's like, yeah, they're they're taking to the environment pretty well.
That's good. I wanted to ask you about the other band. See if you got some more insights on them.
What would you like to know?
We found them in the northwest. At least 2 of them. Well, I found them. A version of me, anyway. There's a lot of me's.
Yes, I'm aware.
I don't even play any Nintendo games. But yeah, that was worth it for Sarah's look of exasperation.
It was delayed. It was like, wait a minute.
On the one hand, he's an ancient tree spirit. Would he get the reference? On the other hand, he's Japanese. So
He also has like a knowledge of everything, so
He does. He is
Approximate knowledge of everything.
They are knowledge spirits. Main thing I wanted to ask is, I wanted to know if the other band is still at the ranch that they call it, or if they moved, and if they have moved, where to?
okay, he ponders quietly. Well, quietly, except for the munching on peaches.
Yeah.
He actually calls a few other little spirits up that you haven't seen before. He whispers to them, and they run off.
I mean, it's just my speculation, but I'm not sure they'd really be in much state for moving, because when the whole whirlpool was happening, when the Varangian band started blaming us for everything with all the fires got set, I kind of flash boiled the whirlpool. It's a thought. I'm not sure if it actually did happen, but I think I might have caught Penelope in that. Which would cause some severe burns.
Give me a roll to see what the Konami knows.
Fair enough. Uh, 6 successes technically.
Okay.
I only need 1, but there's an extra 5.
He tells you he can't know for sure whether she was in the water. But the whirlpools happening are Charybdis, or likely Charybdis, searching for Scylla.
Okay.
They're not. It's not that they are closely related or anything, but they've been so tightly bound for so long in myth and legend and story that anytime one strays, the other one tends to follow eventually.
So meanwhile, Prime Connor is regaling this to the group as he's hearing it from the clone.
So he wouldn't count on Penelope having been around the whirlpool, given her parentage. You have explained what you found out to him, right?
Yes.
Okay. Her parentage would probably give her some protection from Scylla herself, but probably not Charybdis particularly. On the other hand, it's not like Charybdis could drown her. Some of the spirits that he'd whispered to and sent off come back to him. They've been to that ranch you spoke of. The Varangians did not appear to be there, or the band did not appear to be there anymore. Though there were many heavily armed humans that still seem to be training and preparing for something.
Okay.
Of course, he's like, they could have gone to do something and be going to return, or all he can tell you right now is currently they were not there.
Okay.
When he sent some of his little underlings to go check.
All right. Would you have one of your spirits tell me when you find them?
He could do that. His spirits are more nature oriented, so if they're here in the city, it might be difficult for them to be found.
Yeah.
But he'll relay anything he discovers to you.
Okay. Thank you. Because we need to get this dealt with.
Yes. It needs to be dealt with. How do you want to word this? You don't want to dally, but you also don't want to rush into anything. And the last bit of advice he gives to you before he goes back to sleep is, while certainly you must take down this other band, but remember they are a tool of your actual enemy. Don't be so focused on them that you ignore the larger threat.
Yeah. We're not exactly strong enough to fight Gaia, though.
Gaia does things in secret. Sometimes it's a sort of open secret. It is unlikely she will take an extremely direct hand. She will keep at least a thin veneer of
Deniability.
Well, he pauses for that and goes, shoot. No, I blanked on it. Deniability is part of it, but
Plausible deniability.
plausible, thank you.
Yep.
It's how she's always dealt with the Theo.
I see.
Even when they catch her almost red-handed, she'll have her excuses and she'll spend time doing things to get back into their good graces.
It's like that one grandma that steals the one apple from the store. It's like, I don't know what you're talking about. I've had this the whole time.
Almost. But
Yeah.
Currently Athena and Artemis are, particularly suspicious of what she's been doing.
What's Athena have to do with this?
She's one of the Theo.
Well, yes, I know.
The way of wisdom.
I know.
And
Artemis
particularly
would
loyal
be-
to Zeus, and Gaia's plans always revolve around overthrowing Zeus.
Mm-hmm.
I guess.
And Zeus's father before him, and his grandfather before him.
Yeah.
Damn. Imagine your big plan is to just kill your husband. Or overthrow your husband.
And she's a firm believer in that the young must overtake the old. And Nikodama takes what's left of takes the peaches that are left and retreats further up the tree.
Okay.
Okay, was there anything else you were having clones to do?
Well, since he has been told that none of the band is there anymore, one clone is going to go out there.
Okay.
One of the ones that's sort of been patrolling around. And he'll walk unnoticed and kind of just explore around, see if he can find any like tracks or anything that might hint at where they might have gone.
There's plenty of tire tracks in the yard of vehicles coming and going. There's quite a few vehicles parked there now. There are heavily armed men patrolling the property.
Okay.
It's by this point, it's night, so they're not doing a whole lot of training outside.
Right.
You assume most of them are probably in the ranch house.
Mhm. Hmm. So narratively, there'd be no way for him to figure out whose was whose, track-wise.
Not really.
Fair enough.
How much tracking do you have?
Not a lot. I mean, I have some like survival experience, but because he had to do a little bit, but it was more urban tracking than anything else.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and especially once they get out on the road, you wouldn't really be able to track them at that point.
Yeah.
Because that would require like some supernatural level tracking abilities.
Which he does not have. Alrighty. One of these days, I'm gonna get Shauna to actually fight something. I've been trying for a while, but you keep putting it off.
It's just how things have gone, man. I mean, you could always stick her on the ranch house in the middle of the night. Go burn this house down.
Just Trogdor it.
Burninate everything.
He doesn't want to really kill off a majority of the Varangian guard in one fell swoop. It'd be handy. But that's what he used the curse for.
Yeah, but they're already cursed to not show up in time to accomplish anything. So.
Yeah. Especially if we find out where the guard went, where the band went. If they aren't around the guard narratively won't be able to show up in time to help them. Alright. Well, as Prime will say to the rest of the group as he now like flop down on the couch. The band is no longer at the ranch.
Did you get like popped over there?
Yeah, by Kim.
It was
That
only
makes
a matter
sense.
of time till they moved, since they
Mhm.
knew that we knew they were there.
Yeah. Vain hope that they might not have, but figured I'd go ahead and check anyway, just in case. Y'all got anything? I prefer to
I
deal with this soon, but as they have apparently moved with no real way to track them, Shauna's gonna be annoyed with me tomorrow.
She said she's burning something down, whether we do anything or not.
Yes, I'm well aware of that.
So
You hear the sound of scraping as she sticks her head back through the window in the kitchen. Did I hear my name?
Hello,
no,
Shauna.
go back to bed.
Her eyes cut to one side of the other. Delirious, come here.
I look at Connor.
You should be fine.
Yes.
She pulls her head back out the window and a little claw on the wing reaches in with that gold cell phone you given her.
Uh-huh. Yes.
Show me where the ranch is. She's got like the maps app pulled up.
I'll
Least settled teenager ever.
She's whispering, but it's a dragon whispering, so it carries through the house pretty well.
I'll look at her and go, Shauna, why would I ever do that to you? Why would I ever do that to that? That is irresponsible of me to give out that information to anybody, and I'm sending the location on without even looking at my phone.
Well, I just thought I'd ask, and she very quickly retreats back to the.
The nerve of some people.
I mean, Connor would be pretty much asleep at this point, so yeah,
Mm-hmm.
he ain't stopping this unless somebody else does.
Technically, nobody else knows. Unless there's
Okay.
unless there's a clone standing vigil outside on the building.
Nah. This place is protected from supernatural scrying and is off every single book possible to make it look anything less than just
A random property in the middle of
random
nowhere.
property.
Hmm.
So he kind of trusts in that, considering his background. So yeah,
Next thing you know, whoosh.
I guess the ranch is burning down tomorrow.
Only if y'all don't take her somewhere else. See, something's burning down. She's picked her target if y'all don't pick one for her.
Well, I technically had a target, but then you're just like, nope, they're not here anymore.
Well, if you're hiding out in a safe house and you realize your enemy's know where it's at, you don't hang around there.
You just leave your lackeys there.
Because
Well,
my
there's a lot of them
dice.
to move. Alright. So the night passes. I forget how much you'll heal up during the night. Or actually, how many injuries does Connor still have
I
on
think
him?
it's back up.
He got no injuries.
Okay.
He's fully healed. He's just tired.
Alright.
Question though is, do I get that point of legend back?
Let's see. You have to make a sacrifice for the parent. Actually, in this instance, yes. Just giving peaches and wine might be iffy, but
It's the mangoes that did it.
those of you that aren't Theo, or aren't Scions of the Theo, you are kind of the only way your parents can interfere with what's going on here without causing an incident.
Yeah.
So the fact that you're gearing up to take this on, it is kind of you doing what he would want you to do.
Okay.
So he'll look at that as being the real kind of sacrifice you're making, because you're putting yourself in harm's way in a serious way.
Yeah.
So yes, you'll have that legend back when you get up in the morning.
Cool beans.
Robert.
Yes, sir.
You would notice, because you were there in the fight, so you would know some of your teammates' gear got a little messed up.
Mm-hmm.
Though Jaden somehow healed some of the armor. You're not sure
Magic,
how that
I
works
ain't got to
exactly.
explain shit.
I
Right.
will say, in my defense, Connor's armor is a relic. So that magically repairs itself.
Mhm.
Yeah, but I can
So-
heal magic armor.
Well, yeah, that's what I'm
So
saying.
like
is
I have a sewing kit and all with like all
His-
this types of thread.
How is she pushing the
What he's
needle through
saying
the
is-
metal scales?
I think what he's saying is like his armor doesn't even need like someone to do that.
just needs the healing,
Mhm.
and it takes that energy and just repairs itself.
Well, I know you still have the boxes X on your character sheet.
Oh well,
Uh,
yeah.
And it would probably heal at the rate of your natural healing, so. Because, if it was instant, it'd be like like it was never getting damaged in a fight.
Hmm.
But yes, I think you all get up in the morning pretty well in tip-top shape. Connor is probably still sore just from the sheer amount of,
Yeah.
of beating and healing he took.
Okay. So the other band is no longer at the ranch, so honestly, trying to find them, I think, should be top priority right now. We know where Scylla is, potentially Charybdis. Am I talking to thin air here? What's up?
Well, that's fine and great
Thinking.
and dandy, but we don't have any potential leads right now to think of a
There-
possible location, do we?
There's the saying it, and then there's like the doing it.
Yeah.
Lean back and see if Shauna's still in her barn.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
You see her, just her head poking out. Or no, I take that back. She's probably crawled out of another. She's kind of like basking at the moment.
Mm-hmm. Lizard mode.
It's not that she needs it for the heat, because she can kind of generate her own heat, but you know.
Just feels good.
Yeah. The lizard brain still
Well,
likes it.
The Kadama told me he'd send a spirit my way to let me know if they found them, but they're mostly nature spirits.
And in the meantime,
Well, I don't know. I mean, Jaden's good at tracking. She might be able to find something, but that would involve us going to the ranch.
Is there anything on the news that they've replied or anything like that?
Oh, it's a long shot. Talarish, you remember those numbers that I gave you?
yes.
I might be able to track those.
Worth a shot. I will attempt to track the newer ones that I got, not the ones I had. The newer
Okay.
set of numbers.
Well, you know, one of the phone numbers was to the ranch.
Sure.
And the other ones all basically go to cell phones, you know, probably from the same company as the cell phones y'all use so many of. Burner phone? It's Burner Phones Inc.
Look, might as well make a career out of it. Do they have a last known location?
Give me a technology like intelligence roll.
All right.
You're gonna
Sasha
need like
gives +2
4
assistance.
successes because you're trying to hack through a bunch of security stuff.
Intellect or cunning?
Let's do it with cunning.
Yeah.
I'll grant you the celestial title of phone tracker.
Sasha gives the +2, like, you've got this. I mean,
So that's
they don't
plus
have anyone
4.
technology.
I have a full +5 now. God, thank God I have it.
Oh, and you almost got a momentum. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
All right, so you rolled
Almost
one
got, like-
success, but then you had 5 enhancements on that, so that is 6
Yeah.
successes.
This
So
is
what
my
you are
thing.
able to get are like the last cell phone towers that they pinged.
So like the general area.
Right. All the numbers, I mean, other than the ranch's number, of course.
Mhm.
But that was not one of the Go phones. That was like just a landline kind of thing. They're all in kind of, if y'all look on your maps, this kind of this area up here close to the belt line. You know, northern part of the city, kind of slightly eastern. They're not too far. You know, it's the same general area as like where the Rubicon was.
So just in that general area by the
Right.
Rubicon.
You know, it's the same cell tower that covers that part of town.
Well, I got the cell tower. It's the one by the Rubicon.
Have we heard from Anthony?
No, we haven't really checked in.
No, it's actually only been a day or so. Y'all just had a day or two. Y'all had a
Yeah.
very busy
It's
day or
just
two.
been a very long day.
Like a very long day. Okay.
I mean, just a little bit prior to that, y'all had gotten a notice that I think it was Kathy that had sent it to you. That they were holed up somewhere safe. Everybody was safe.
Mm-hmm.
But that was a couple days ago.
Wink. Do we want to go? I don't want to say driving around there because it would be very obvious with all of us in a vehicle.
And a dragging matching the car.
You or Connor could go in by yourselves. You are very good at not being seen.
Yes, split the party. Please.
What would they be up? What is in that area? Aside from like the Rubicon, is there anything?
It's mostly residential. Not the best part of town, but nothing slummy or anything. Not an area you're worried about driving through, even at night.
Yeah.
You might not want to walk through it at night, but it's pretty well much anywhere. It's firmly middle class, at least until you get north of the Beltline.
We couldn't really take Shauna there then.
I mean, she could go, but if it turns into a fight, she won't be able to really unleash everything and keep property damage to him.
And she, like, they put up their hands like this.
Well, I mean, yeah, she knows how to fight with her natural weapons, but her words were, and I quote, she is going to burn something.
I was just checking the wording of something real quick. Damn.
What were you going to try on poor Shauna?
Oh, no, not on Shauna.
Oh.
The Starry Path, the wording on it, the characters must be willing. She was going to be like, oh, we found him, and then just yoink him back to somewhere to we can fight him.
Ah, yes, no. That's not as bad as I was afraid you were going to go. In the Trinity game, which the current version also uses this rule system, it's all psychic, so you've got the, I forget what the order is called, the Upa something. They're the teleporters, and you have a combat technique they call the Upa Death Drop, where they just tag you and then they teleport you a mile up.
Yeah, that'll kill you.
Well, unless you're a telekinetic and can fly,
Yeah.
Or another teleporter. Or have a jetpack. It is a sci-fi set. Anyway, back to this game. So no combat teleporting in this apparently. Now you have the number that Kathy had contacted you with, so y'all could call her if y'all were wanting to check on.
Well, do we want to?
Can.
Couldn't hurt while we're trying to suss things out, see if they've heard anything.
Worth a shot.
Already dialing.
All right.
It is one of the phones Talarius has turned off like any tracking on, and
about 2 rings, and Kathy picks up.
Hello, Kathy. How are you doing there?
Oh, hey, Sasha. We're doing good. Yeah, get a little stir crazy. I was probably about to call you here just a little bit. Anthony is on the phone with
a mutual party of some.
Iskiro. And I did not give his name when y'all had the big meeting. Because, I forgot what book he was in. But that was the name of like the kind of cowboy cyclops y'all talked to.
Oh, okay.
The one that was supposed to be going up to All's Good to pick up Belisarius.
Oh, okay.
The much larger one.
Cyclops Blackjack, yes.
But yeah, he's gotten in touch with Anthony. He got jumped on the way up there, and his truck got wrecked. And basically, he had walked cross country back to his farm. He can't. He's not as big as Belisarius. He was like, but he's still like an 8 or 9 foot dude.
Yeah.
So he sticks out. He didn't want to be on the road. His he had wrecked. The truck had wrecked, so he had smashed up his cell phone. So it had taken him, a day or two to get over there. So Anthony's having to explain to him just, quote, what the hell happened.
Yeah.
Even over a cell phone, a Cyclops' voice carries when they're upset.
I would imagine. Where did he went back to his farm?
Right.
And Sasha's got this on speaker, just as reference.
And, in case y'all don't remember, the farm was kind of, north and west of the city. It's kind of just out in the, way out in the, next county over. Because he likes his privacy. But it's a good-sized ranch, he's got workers and stuff. But, Anthony's going to try to talk him into, taking another swipe at picking up Belisarius. Or at least talk him into going to Allsgood so he can hustle Belisarius back down here once we know for sure when, it's all going to hit the fan. I mean, if y'all still want him.
Looking at the others, do we still want Belisarius?
Take all the help we can get. It's up to them if they would like to rejoin the efforts.
Yeah. He's aware then of what happened to the other members?
Yeah, Anthony's filling him in on that.
Okay.
And like I said, he was attacked himself, so he knew something had gone on.
Yeah. Do we know if anything has happened to Allsgood, considering that's where...
You had called to check at one point, and they were like, the other Cyclops never showed up. Belisarius been sitting around, waiting to get picked up.
Okay.
But nothing suspicious had gone on. No strangers had come into town or anything.
Okay.
Looking at the other ones, do you want to do this? I mean, yes, we can use all the help we can get, but we don't even know what we're doing quite yet.
I don't know what. They don't have a thing to do right now. Is the thing, because if we're just sitting on our hands on our asses, then that's what they're going to be doing.
Honestly, don't know.
Once we have a better direction that we're going, we'll get back in contact.
Okay.
Have you heard anything on your end? Nothing weird?
No, we've pretty much just been hunkered down here.
Okay. Well, hopefully we get to a point of resolving this soon.
Yeah.
Keep safe. We'll contact you.
All right. Well, it's not like they can actually hurt me.
Yes, but still.
But yeah, I'll keep Anthony safe.
I'm sure he'll appreciate it, even if he'll probably yell at you.
All right, so she hangs up. Well, she says goodbye, unlike certain other people
Yeah.
on the phone.
Shit's Penelope!
She can disguise her voice like everybody else can disguise their faces.
Do we want to all go into the city?
I can go in. I can just kind of look like whoever. I am John Everyman. I have a 401k.
And a house?
My own property.
Well, honestly, at this point, I'm out of ideas. Other than find them and kill them.
Do we have to kill them? I'm not arguing that if they push it that far, that's what happens, but...
I mean, they might not stop.
Right.
So
If they don't stop, then yes, absolutely.
Yeah, if it's us or them, it's going to be us, but...
Honestly, I'm not gonna lie. I very much want them dead.
If they could be swayed to help us, so if they're somehow controlled, like Sandquist was.
But wouldn't you have noticed the spirit?
Could have been like a different method of possession that I didn't notice. Again, I'm just throwing things out here. Killing them for killing them's sake seems wasteful. I'm not, like I said, I'm not saying that if they show up, we don't show back.
I think that it never mind.
No, go ahead.
I was gonna say I think it's showing out, but it's whatever.
Yeah.
Potato potato.
If they want to fight to the death, we give it to them, but I just wish I knew why they did. Maybe that's what bothers me.
They're probably being used by their parents.
Yeah. Well, let's go see if we can at least find them. Do you want to leave a clone here, Connor, just in case we do find them, that can somehow bring Shauna in?
Yeah, it couldn't hurt.
Also keep her from getting any crazy ideas.
Shauna is perfectly reasonable for a dragon.
I'm sure she is.
I mean, she was, and then I kept planning on a fight happening, and then it kept getting yanked away. So.
Let's just go see if we can find them.
Yeah.
How do we want to attempt to find them? Do we want to vehicles, walk around?
You know, tracking from the location of the ranch isn't a terrible idea. But it would be a little too much if we were all in the same vehicle.
You mean their ranch, perhaps?
Yes.
Yeah.
Maybe we could bring them to us. Just send them some kind of message with our location and let them see if they want to come play. Come talk. Something. At least let us choose the location.
That's some merit to
But
it.
not the time.
Well, time doesn't matter to me.
Yes, but the rest of us have to sleep at some point. What has the other news stations said about the whole skeleton incident? Have the other band been seen on TV?
They go over it some, supernatural attack that the
Ignis Eternum.
thank you, Ignis Eternum band was involved in. Now they do mention that witnesses report that they were defending people. That there were, and they by this point, y'all have released some of the footage online, so they do have access to some of the footage they can show.
Mm-hmm.
So they see the skeletons. They the Sandquists have talked about the possession part of it, and at least a couple of the stations, it's almost like they're trying to spin that as maybe they're crazy. Though they're taking a lighter touch than they did with the rest of y'all. One of the stations is actually giving almost kind of a neutral stance on it.
Is
Like
it the one that I
they-
fate bound?
Beg pardon?
Is it the one that I fate bound?
That's right. You did fake bound one of the state or somebody at one of the
Uh-huh.
stations or something. Yeah, probably so then.
Well, actually, both sides kind of have a point, guys. Oh god, it's the Fox News I fate bound.
But the Varangians have made a statement. It wasn't like a video interview where they like showed up, but they have made a statement. Not about the skeleton attack. You know, they don't know nothing about that.
Of course not.
But the footage you released of the Oracle, and the way they're spinning it is, you know, they had her secreted away for her own protection. They're not sure what the Ignis Eternum have done with her. And as far as the whole her being like the fifth member, they play that off like they were humoring a little kid.
Sure. Like they definitely weren't taking advantage of a little kid; that they were just humoring her.
They're very concerned about her though. She was a sweetie. Is a sweetie. Is a sweetie.
Do we still have the band's numbers?
Oh yes.
Do we just want to call them and shit talk them or something?
Wait, we have their numbers. We could call them out. We could literally call them out.
I mean, feel free.
I will, I'll switch out, I'll just flip out a burner phone and call, I'll call Penelope.
It rings 2 or 3 times, and somebody picks up. They don't say anything. You just, you hear it connect.
When and where?
Race it.
I'm tracing it, yeah, of course.
You're getting the ping in that same neighborhood.
Mhm.
Or off that same tower, at least.
Are you on the speaker?
Yeah, just saying when and where.
Oh, so she doesn't say goodbye, now she doesn't say hello.
I wasn't sure who this was. I had my suspicions, but I wasn't certain.
You know who it is, daughter of Scylla.
Yeah, I saw where somebody had been in my apartment. The thing with the shrine, very mature. I'm going to assume that was the monkey and not you, Sasha.
It was not the monkey. Why would you assume that?
He seems to be the least mature.
You got us there.
Cotter just sighs and says, "No, that would be your rabid dog."
Long ago, you said something about there being no difference between Titans and the gods. I
Yeah.
think I found the difference.
I doubt it.
No. You seem to have no heart.
Is that what you
That
think?
and too much pride.
Is that what you think?
I do. You thinking you're the smartest in the room. Kim thinking he can kick anyone's ass.
He can.
Chad and his womanizing. Dixie and her anger and her pride and what her father did.
Now, Sasha, let's be fair. If I'm standing in the room with all of them, I probably am the smartest person in the room.
There's book smarts and then there's just common sense, and I really don't think you have much of that.
We all do what we do for reasons.
I would be very interested to hear yours, but most of us here just want blood. So name the time and place.
We don't want too many civilians.
No, we do not. At least we can agree on that.
All right. What time? What time would you like? If I'm picking the place, you can pick the time.
Looks at the others.
I'm good for whenever.
High noon, broad daylight. No tricksy stuff from anybody.
Looking at Talarius like,
Connor just gives Hilarious a quiet, silent look like, really?
Over the phone here, Talarius, we all do tricksy stuff. It's called strategy.
Yeah. Smartest one in the room can strategize. I get it.
So that's what you want, noon?
Yeah.
Very well. Meet us on the bridge over the lake.
Luck. Click.
I really don't like her.
You're not the only one.
We know she's gonna try some bullshit with the lake, don't we?
Yeah, more than likely.
I would have preferred no civilians, not few civilians.
Oh, I can probably handle that. Don't worry.
So this is going to be happening today, right?
It's not
Is
possible.
it before noon?
Oh yeah, this is up in the morning. This is a little after breakfast maybe.
Okay.
So I'm guessing this is noon.
Yeah.
DM question.
Mm-hmm.
This is happening like today, right?
It's 7:30, so as long as we don't drag y'all's feet, we should have time to at least start it.
Okay. So in game, it's going to be today before I go and talk to Sean.
We have to make sure we tell the right thing to the teenager.
Like I said, unless your characters wind up dragging their feet some kind of way and missing the appointment.
Okay. Cool.
Wait, was Shauna's head in the door or window or something?
Let's say
No, she was still
Connor-
outside basking.
Connor
okay.
will open the windows like, Shauna,
Head perks up.
noon.
Yes. She stands up. She goes
I
back
send
in. You
through the
hear
phone
rustling
an
around
update.
and her stuff in the bar.
I send through the phone an updated location. And I, the player, am going to go bio before we actually do this.
Yeah.
All right. So,
Actually, considering what this is going to turn out to be, can we take like a quick break so we can all get everything out of our system? Because this is going to be an intense fight, probably. Two bands of Scions duking it out.
y'all have got them outnumbered. You'll be fine.
Well, while folks are doing stuff, Sasha is going to contact her parents or her grandparents.
Okay, they have arrived at. Oh, was it a great aunt they were going to?
It was an aunt. It would have been like one of, a great aunt.
One of Sasha's great aunts, so one of your
Yeah.
grandmother's sisters, I think it was.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they've arrived there, and they sent you the text, like, they've arrived, they make sure you were all right, But yeah, we can take a 5-minute break, 5-10-minute break, everybody run off and do anything they need to do.
I'm
Yeah.
refilling my beverage. I'll regret this, but I'm refilling it.
Yeah, I'm going to grab me an extra soda, too.
Alright, yeah, I'm going to run another
So everybody
shot.
watching, give us, 5 minutes or so.
I'll put that up in the chat that we'll be back in 5.
Okay. I guess I probably did a 5-minute sign or something. Oh, well, we don't break very often, so.
I'll still get one for next.
Okay.
Everyone get up to bio?
Ah, I see Otter redeemed a hydrate. So as soon as everybody gets back with their drinks, we'll all have to hydrate.
It's like, what'd I miss? Was
Oh.
everyone else like, yeah, that's a good idea. I'm also going to use the restroom.
Yeah, we decided to take a 5-minute break.
Okay.
Somewhere the Kadama shaking its head. I told these bastards to wait.
What did I say? I said don't rush.
We're not rushing against the Scylla. We're rushing against the band. There's a difference. The band is fightable. The Scylla, probably not so much.
Oh, there's going to be fighting. There will be blood. But, if you take the band out tonight, you've got 3 sessions to deal with Scylla.
Mm-hmm.
Or if we get taken out by the other band, hey, we have extra planning time.
That's true. Though that would ruin my plans for what I was going to do once the Demigod book came out. Because, as always, as soon as we wrap this up, more books will start coming out.
It's gonna come out.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, they're gonna get some kind of D&D Beyond system up for it or something.
Well, if those guys are doing one based off the World of Darkness, it wouldn't take much work to switch over to Story Path.
I think it's specifically OWD.
I've heard their Pathfinder one looks a lot like the D&D one. But the games are so similar they'd almost have to.
It's almost like the same guy made both of them.
Yeah, there's that too.
Oh, let me get some water so I can get ready for a hydrate.
Yeah.
All right, water. Oh, I left my cup at work. I think. It's fine.
Just put some in your hands. It'll be fine.
No. Hi, buddy.
Fun fact, I've had a couch back there the whole time.
Nice. Also, I don't have to worry about refreshment. I keep several bottles.
Hey,
You
I
look
think I
like the type of
stocked that
person
right.
who like just has a big jug of water on them at all times.
No, if you can replace that with Diet Coke, that's.
Come on now. He was trying to come off as healthy.
I'm just calling him out.
And I was just calling him out even further. I mean,
Yeah.
Why you gotta drag the man?
Look, I've been doing better than what my father does. He literally takes a 2-liter bottle with him to work every day, and he will drink that bottle.
Over 8 hours, that's not terrible. Kind of is, but eh.
He's like,
Behind one of my monitors, I keep my empty soda cans. When I was on vacation last week, it was alarming how quickly that table fills up.
I know, right?
All right, so everybody's
Same
back.
time.
Otter has redeemed a hydrate, so everybody that went out and got your liquid refreshment, bottoms up.
Hey. Thank you, Tarjay. Not sponsored.
I mean,
Yeah, mine's Kroger brand, also not sponsored. It's just where I work.
all right, we have a few hours. What do we need to prep?
I'm gonna need more bandages and whatnot.
Good night, Otter. Thanks for coming by.
Night, Otter. See you later.
take care, buddy.
Just gonna quietly call my mom and make sure. Hey, just call my mom real quick.
She answers the phone almost immediately. Hey, baby.
Hey,
How's everything going? I saw the fight with the skeletons.
Yeah, that was a lit. I'm glad we showed the PG stuff. That got a little.
Did you get hurt?
No. Have you seen Jason the Argonauts?
I knew I had seen something like that before.
Yeah, you know the one scene where they like get there. Spoilers for the crowd, people in the audience who haven't watched it
This
yet.
50-year-old movie.
I think it's
Where
out of spoiler range.
where they get the sword and they just ram it through the guy. He's like by some weird stone thing, and they just like ram him through.
Who did that happen to?
Connor about 50 times.
Oh, is he okay?
He's a tough boy.
Oh, they didn't scar his face, did they?
No. It's all chest area.
Oh, okay. Well, that's kind of sexy.
Yeah, exactly. So anyway, you're not home, right?
No, I told you I was gonna go stay with a friend.
Okay, cool. Just making sure. I just wanted to. We're about to go put an end to the other bands or try. So at least get them to stop.
We
He always taught me fight back.
Well, yeah. I mean, don't pull any punches if they don't. But
Right. I'm not gonna. I don't want to kill them. They're just assholes. Assholes can be. I can send an asshole away.
well, you do what you have. Don't. Oh, how was you gonna put this? Don't hold back if it's if you're gonna get hurt. If somebody's gonna get hurt,
Yeah,
make sure
absolutely.
make sure it's them.
Yeah, yes.
But don't
That's-
overdo it either, because I'm sure the press will have a field day.
classic child of love god with their rage problems.
your father's children are just very passionate, like their father.
Yeah, I'll have to talk to you about that big dude on the other band later. But that'll wait for when we're face to face.
Oh, you mean that Chad boy?
Yeah, him.
Yeah, he was pretty good looking too.
He's all right. He's not going to be good looking after this though.
Well, that's a shame, but if he picked the fight.
If it's either him or me, come on.
Yeah.
All right. Well, be safe. Love you. I'll talk to you when I get back.
All right, call me as soon as the fight's over.
Yeah, I will. Bye.
She tells you bye before you think.
And Jaden will call her parents.
Everyone's just calling their parents before the big
Once
fight.
again. Once again.
You gotta.
They had not seen the news.
Oh.
Apparently, they've been avoiding the news as much as they can. And when you call, they're like, "What's happened?" or "What's about to happen?"
Well, we didn't fight. Like we were supposed to, but we're going to fight today. So I will just letting you know that I'll be calling you after that fight is done.
All right, just be careful. I know you've got a good group around you, so watch their back and they'll watch yours. I'm sure. We'll be praying to your mother for you.
Thank you. And that's all she'd do, just to let them know.
Mm-hmm. Robert, I think you were about to say something.
No, sure.
Oh, okay. All right. So, anybody else have any prepping they want to do?
Making sure I have a fresh memory card. Good to go. My masterpiece. When we get to the bridge, are there any like when we're on the way there? Are there any anything? Is there anything there? Paint me the picture. Is it a walking bridge? Is it a driving bridge?
Before you get to the bridge, you start seeing detour signs. The bridge is closed, and there's signs telling you where to detour around.
Okay, good.
Though detouring around the entire lake would be quite a detour, but
It's just
yeah, we're just kind of.
good. This is gonna be the airport scene from Civil War.
When you get to the bridge itself, the police are at the end. They've got everything blocked off. When they realize who you are, they move the stuff out of the way.
Connor, before we left, Connor's gonna go. There's one thing I think we probably need to do, considering what's in the lake and who one of the children in that band is.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get the battle off of the lake.
Well, we need to make sure we're here instead of down there.
Yeah.
Now, another thing you see, like the cops have it blocked off, but there's lots of people down at the end of the bridge filming and stuff.
Of course.
Actual news crews, people with their cell phones.
This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for them.
Some of them are holding signs, either for or against you. Word has gotten out of what's going down here.
There's a dude at the end selling bets.
I will say
probably, but he's doing it quietly because there's cops around, and I'm not sure what the gambling laws are in Nebraska.
I will say then going with the band is a clone of Connor.
Okay.
Real Connor is on Shauna's back, and they are up at high altitude to where they're like a speck if you look up. And if Shauna complains about that, his response is going to be, well, what's the best way to ambush your prey?
No, she's not complaining. She's, y'all are prepped for the fight.
Yeah.
And, she's the one doing the flying, so it's not like you can stop her from getting into the fight when she sees it started.
Oh, yeah. Well, Connor basically is like, honestly, when you see the fight starting, I'm jumping off and leaping at them, so feel free to follow whenever.
So, yeah. So, like I said, the police will move it where you can drive the truck down there. I mean, it's a pretty long bridge, so. The other band is waiting. They've got a vehicle parked back behind them. They're waiting at about the middle.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else? Any other vehicles or anything here? It's just car, them, car, crowd.
They probably drove a couple of vehicles.
Okay.
You see the red sports car that Dixie drives.
Mm-hmm.
And then kind of an SUV thing that just screams Chad.
It's got to have space for the football team of his children.
I will say also, preemptively, Connor will have 3 legend imbued.
Okay.
He's going to imbue Heavenly Stride, Falling Star, and Pistons for Fists.
Okay.
Sasha, go ahead.
Heavenly Stride would be on for Jaden.
All my shits for
And-
talking, so I ain't got nothing.
Sasha, as they're walking up, do we want to try and make them look bad on camera?
We could embarrass them in a fight, and that'll make them look bad.
No. And like her eyes kind of flash that gold that it does when she does the Seconds Blaze. Make them run for a minute.
Fucking A.
Connor's like, while that does sound nice, I'm kind of up there with a very battle-hungry dragon right now.
Oh, just enough for them to look bad on camera like they're fleeing us. Come on.
If you can get it off on them, I would suggest getting it off.
And
I would suggest the command be to put it on Penelope and make sure she doesn't touch the water.
Well, it just tells them to flee or hold still.
Here's the thing. If they flee and then we engage, we become the aggressors.
Fair enough. I could just tell them to sit still then.
I mean, I can play this up really well.
Just let's try not to deprive Shauna of a fight.
Not going to.
All right. Other side?
I'll walk up ahead of the band, or ahead of our band. Oh shit! Now I have to come up with a speech off the top of my head.
So they're standing there as y'all pull up and start getting out of the vehicle. Penelope's got a book open.
Sasha the whole way would be like, I still just want to know why.
Varangians, for weeks, for months, you've been secretly stabbing us little by little in the back. And for what? For this? This is what you want? Has it always been led to this?
The ends of the bridge are far enough away. What are you just shouting for your own cameras? We all know you're the spin doctor.
Thank you. I have great pride in that work. But you have been spinning things against us for a long time. That ends, one way or another, today.
Oh, is that your plan? Just kill us all today?
I don't want to kill you guys. I just don't want you guys to continue to run rampant directly against us.
Mm-hmm.
If it takes murder, then
bottom line, why?
What was that?
Why? What do you give a damn about Olympus? You aren't even from here.
My father's from the area.
The one that drowned on the boat?
Ah, you've been doing some research. He didn't drown. Mother took him.
Charming.
She's insane. You would be too if what was done to her was done to you. Poisoned for no reason, turned into a beast, and then your entire family of gods just ignores you for the next few thousand years. That's why they're not really any different than the Titans.
That sucks on a celestial scale, but what's that got to do with those people back there?
You gesturing back towards Olympus?
But yeah, back towards Olympus.
I got no problems with the people back there.
Someone does, and they're working through you to eliminate them. That's what's going to happen here at some point. Is they're going to die.
You must know more about Gaia's plans than me. If you're so
What are
certain she plans to eliminate a city.
Whatever are Gaia's plans are to regrow over the,
She advances things. She evolves things. It's a messy
that's his
cycle,
evolves.
Sure. My only concern is she can fix Mother.
That what this is?
That's all this is. At least for me. I don't know what Gaia's overall plan is. I mean, the overthrow of Zeus,
issues.
but, one king dies, another one just takes his place. It's like politicians. Crappy and that.
What about the rest of you? Why do you give a damn? Or are you just following Penelope blindly?
I don't take Kim for a blind follower.
And I kind of do.
The rest of them just kind of shrug, Dixie tells you she's just here for Robert.
So all of you are just here because you have mommy and daddy issues.
Penelope actually laughs at when you say that. It's kind of short. It's almost a bitter sounding laugh. We're Scions. That's our entire lives in a nutshell. We're all only doing all of this because of our mommy and daddy issues.
No, but very particular mommy and daddy issues.
You don't,
Dixie's doing it.
She's like, you've got the typical God issues, and then I've had the misfortune of meeting your actual parents.
Oh yeah, I know, they're complete assholes.
So what is your plan here? Murder us all, or just beat us up and make us leave? What's... You called us out. What's your intention?
Is that what it's going to take?
Scylla's going to pull something. And you're either with us or against us. You can leave, or you can try and make us leave.
That's kind of what it boils down to. We don't want what Scylla's going to do to happen to Olympus.
It seems that we're at a bit of an impasse then. And as she's talking, Kim starts taking her shirt off.
Better team win.
Clone Connor sighs and like,
Can't you do this with your shirt on?
It's only going to get ruined. And he folds it up all nice and puts it
Hey,
in
Kim.
Dixie's convertible.
Sasha really wants to destroy that shirt now.
Hey, Kim.
Destroy the convertible.
I want you to know something.
Yes, Connor.
Do you want to know why I never really ever reacted to any of your provocations?
I was too subtle and they went over your head?
No. You were never a threat.
He smiles really big. Then if you think that, you are more of a fool than I thought.
Who's the fool? The one that acts on his own, or the one that walks around pissing on all the fences he can, claiming to be independent?
Like you haven't simply been manipulated by your father all this time.
No, if anything, that'd be Grandpa. I know he's not Wukong.
Well,
But the old man, no. They're talented for a mortal, don't get me wrong.
Yeah,
But he's only mortal.
and he's far better than you could ever hope to be. You'll
The
never
results of
reach
our
his
duel
level.
suggest otherwise.
No, you're right. The results of your duel suggest that he is far greater than you will ever be. I'm just sad that the subtleties of it went over your head.
He looked over that way. Do we have to keep going with this?
How close is the other band?
I don't know.
Are they just in range of?
You know, y'all are in talking range, not
Okay.
You don't have to be shouting to be heard. But of course, it's also quiet around you because there's nothing out here.
Mm-hmm.
Cool beans. Blinding veil.
All right, what does that do?
they're all
You
just
strip
blind.
away the vision of
They're all
any number
blind.
of characters in range, imposing a blinded condition on them for one scene.
All right, and what does the blinding do? I mean,
They're
it's
blind.
literally like a complication, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just the
I think it's
thing is just very vague.
I think this encases the blinded condition
All right,
for the
let's look at
scene,
blinding condition.
and not the complication from the blinding knack roll from melee hits. 'Cause I know
I'll
those are
copy
two
and
separate
paste
things.
it.
Okay.
I think in this case it's just they're blinded, and I think it's up to DM discretion as to what
All
that
right.
condition does. Yeah, it says say condition, not complication.
All right, so let's look up the blinded condition. All right.
For what it's worth, Solaris was doing that for the people behind them, not
Yeah.
for.
Mm-hmm.
It's a condition is a long-term status that lingers on a single character, affecting the challenges they face, and is usually represented as the complication, or enhancement, or some mixture of the two. If a condition causes a character to fail or otherwise suffer significant setback, it provides one momentum in addition to any gain as a consolation. So, like, if I put a condition on y'all some kind of way, you get a momentum for it.
Mm-hmm.
All
Good
right.
thing to know 4 episodes to the end.
Yeah.
No kidding.
A condition always includes one or more ways to remove it, called a resolution. Story guide can add more resolutions if they make sense. For example, the hangover condition fades over time. I think yours is built in. It's a scene. You know, that
Yeah,
is the
last
scene,
one
so
scene.
If the
So
condition
it
is
has
resolved
lasted
before it
duration.
naturally fades away, it provides one momentum. Okay, that might be two different things then. Okay, so it's handled as as it is handled as complications.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. And is there a way to resist this?
Nope, that's direct copy paste from the book.
It just happens.
Okay.
There's no opposing rule.
All right, then we will use the blinding out of the combat stunts. Where did I put my hint self? All right, so they've got +1 condition on them. on all shooting and throwing attacks. Let's see if there's. Okay, yeah, the blinding's the same in all the different ones. All right, so you put a condition on them, and that once you clearly do something, that's going to start the combat.
Yeah.
Like, as she's doing it, this was just gonna go in circles anyways.
I mean, you found out why now, so there you go.
Yep. She's involved for the same reason y'all are involved. Parent issues.
Yep.
Alright. Blind condition. Foreseen.
She also has enforcing the boundary active.
Alright. Let's see. Alright, so everybody give me an initiative roll.
Okay.
It's sub-boss time, everybody.
Dun, 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 dun.
Yeah.
Alright, let's see here.
Rolling great so far.
All right, though.
They up here going, come at me.
Oh, there was a roll before we closed out the thing last week for her to refill the bees, and it refilled.
Okay.
Not the bees. Ah.
Yes.
Yo, no,
the-
totally the bees.
Dobbies.
Yeah, so one got a 2. Anyway, stop dropping my dice. Well, I have to say, they are not doing great on their initiative so far.
Oh darn.
Yeah, I'm upset
Oh
about it.
no.
And I know you are too.
Yep.
I'm heartbroken.
Extremely upset.
I'm just gonna drop the bee feature in the Discord chat just so it has an easy reference.
Okay.
Turn 1, bees.
Oh no. Her whole method right now is blindness, bees, blade.
The 3 Ps.
Yeah, the 3 Bs of combat.
I mean, if it works, it works.
Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's more like it. Alright. So one of them got a 7. Which I think is the highest roll. Well, I'm just looking at this. Alright. So that's a 5. Do any of y'all have any bonuses any enhancements that go in this roll?
Initiative doesn't give enhancement.
Initiative doesn't.
Okay, that's right.
So,
Alright,
no.
7. And then y'all go on a 5. Then they go on a 5. Oh, we are being sarcastic when y'all talking about how good y'all are doing. I see.
Mm-hmm.
No, we weren't.
Alright, so they go on a 5. 7, 5, 5. Then one of you goes on a 3. Then one of you goes on a 2. And then 2 of them go on 2s. And then one of you goes on a 1. Oh, I forgot.
Oh, we did bring the animals with us, yes?
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, sure.
And there's big chonky smoochums.
Yep,
Do we need to roll? I forget. Do we need to roll for the pets, or they go on our turn?
I think it'd be easier just to have them go on their owner's turn, just to keep the initiative from getting too clunky.
Yeah, probably so.
Yeah. I hate to pull a D&D rule in here, but that's really like the best way to handle shit like that. Is have everything tied to that character go on that one turn.
Yeah, that is the one thing with this game that I find to be particularly clunky is the initiative.
Yeah.
Would we have decided first that we're geeking a mage? Like, and during the strategy talk on the way over?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Connor basically, what Connor basically said is he's planning on like hitting the mage at like Mach 3 from orbit.
It's like that one scene in Kung Fu Hustle where at the end where the guy just comes down.
Okay,
Basically.
There's also a 4 in the initiative, but we'll get to that later. All right. So top of the order is a 7.
Later. Oh dear.
All right, so you're going. You step forward. Your face lights up. And one of them is going to manage to act before you trigger it. You know, they recognize that you're doing something, so it's on. Since they beat you with the initiative. Let's see here.
Would that blindness not be like a surprise reaction though? Surprise round?
They're literally staring at you, waiting for
okay,
something to go. It's the quick draw moment. We rolled
Okay,
initiative, and
makes
one of
sense.
them managed to go before.
Gotcha.
So would this have gone different if one of us went first?
Okay.
Right. But one of y'all goes second, so I assume that's going to be Sasha, at which point everybody else will be blinded for their first action. Let's see. The one you used was Blinding Veil, right?
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So your face starts to light up, and you see Penelope whip up with that ring that you've seen her use before. And shadow blankets all of y'all.
Sasha can still see.
Well,
Flashlight on.
you've got the blinding condition. It's literally Blinding Veil. The shadow is just the descriptor.
Darkness, birthright. You can see in total darkness, even magical darkness.
Okay, so you and her will not be affected by that.
And I would assume since actual Connor is out of range.
Actual Connor is way out of range. I don't think she knows. I don't think she knows actual Connor's even up there.
Condition. All right.
I mean, his clone absolutely is, but
I want the cinematic moment to happen where they like catch Connor and like strike at him, and then he disappears. And the next turn, it's a player.
All right, so Penelope whips out her little shadow ring. Then y'all go, and I'm assuming, given what the plan was, that Sasha's gonna go first. So
Well, I
shadow
assume
envelops
that-
y'all. There's a flash of light, or however the Sycam's blaze look. Or not
Oh, it's
blaze,
Blinding Veil, not
Blinding
Sycam's
Veil, excuse
Blaze.
me. So how does the veil? Is the veil is shadow? Yours would be shadow based too, then, wouldn't it?
Yeah,
That's
it
what you're
just
tapping into.
it strips away the vision of characters. It's not like it's not an AOE darkness.
Okay.
So maybe skeletal hands cover their eyes or something.
Bone hands.
Bony boys.
You can't see. I can totally see between the bones. No, you can't. All right, so that's
It's
y'all
why
five.
it's why it only affects the throne and ranged.
Mm-hmm. All right, so that was Penelope has gone. Then on a 5, the all the doors on the SUV open, and you start seeing Skelly boys pour out.
Oh my fucking god.
What? You can bring pets and they can't?
How many Skelly boys?
Only about 6 this time.
Only
Okay.
6.
Only 6.
It's doing it again.
So yeah, they pour out and kind of rush up past the Varangians, forming a 6-man phalanx. Y'all are far enough away that they can't get to you and attack, but they position themselves kind of between the two groups.
Mm.
Then another NPC on a 4. Not a whole lot for them to do. Oh wait, no, I forgot about that one. Tell me again how your boundary thing functions. How is it worded?
Enforcing the boundary. You create a barrier of force that protects you and allies within short range of you. It moves with you, but you may not take the rush or disengage action. Force field lasts until the end of the fight, or until you are taken out, or until you choose to end the effect. While enforcing the boundary, characters under its protection may not be targeted by attacks, by weapons or abilities with the firearms or arcing tags.
Okay.
It adds your legend and enhancement to any rolls you make to resist and to resist the rush action.
Okay. All right.
So basically, any guns or powers that have arcing or firearm on it.
All right. So let me see what this power's got on it. All right, which tags was it? The arcing tag or the firearm tag?
Both.
Okay. All right, so the Skeleton Boys form up. Dixie kind of steps up next to them. Axe in hand. She kind of throws her head back. And her jaw sort of distends slightly.
That's not a good look.
And then light begins to pour out, and she straightens back up, just fire. Right at Robert.
Sure.
Checks out.
All right.
Points for consistency, I guess.
Wait. The thing that Penelope dropped on us, was it the ball of shadow, the AoE? Or did she physically blind us?
It's just the blinding. I just describe her the way she was doing her in the shadow.
I was just making sure.
So somebody looking from the outside, it'd be like there was suddenly a blanket of shadow, but then it fades out and it's just like a little band of it around each individual's head.
Okay.
The first time I used it, I had not actually read up on the ability closely because he was just doing it against
NPCs.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Dixie is spitting fire at Robert because she does not like Robert.
Mm-hmm.
Points for consistency, I guess.
Yep.
Is this Heaven's Fire?
Yes.
They have the aggravated, ranged, and pushing tags.
I thought you said it was firearms and arcing.
Damn it.
That's what I was double checking for.
Okay, yeah. That would make sense for it to. Okay, yeah.
Yeah, but then it's just snap your fingers and you're just invulnerable.
Yeah.
Everybody just uses shivs now.
For some reason, I thought it had the ranged versus firearms.
Yeah, I think the firearms is specifically like mortal weapons.
Yeah.
And then arcing, I'm not exactly sure what all arcing would fall under. Unless maybe that's like lightning stuff.
A literal arcing, like a lightning strike, yeah.
Yeah, maybe something like that. All right. So anyway, all right. So incoming on Robert.
Taking it quite well.
All right. So that is she got 3 successes.
Okay.
Would you like to make a defensive roll, Robert?
Oh, absolutely.
Or are you just gonna stand there and take it like a man?
Nah, pardon my French, but fuck that shit.
All right. You got 2 successes. That bumps your defense up to 3.
Alrighty.
Does not
Ugh.
touch the son of the forge.
Now,
dare
have you
not
got your
say the
pistol out, or
forge?
have you got your warhammer?
Right now he's got the hammer out.
All right. All right. So Dixie has gone. Penelope has gone. That was 4. Number 3 is a player. So which of y'all would like to go next?
Shall I?
I vote Dragon Boy.
Okay. Well, seeing that this is now going down, I'm gonna move the roll20 screen over to my other monitor. Light.
Blinded by the light.
Yeah. Connor is going to tell Shauna to try not to damage the bridge. And he will reaction use blessing on himself. And using that super speed, go diving right for where he last saw Penelope.
What speed are you using?
He's using a combination of Heavenly Stride and Falling Star.
Okay, Heavenly Stride gives you like enhanced running speed. I don't know that would make you fall faster.
See, Heavenly Stride
How's
lets
it
you...
worded?
Heavenly Stride lets you move like a blur, where Falling Star literally doubles your speed outright.
Okay, so the Falling Star would definitely speed you up as you drop. Heavenly Stride, you're not. I don't think you can run across air.
Can cross great distances in a scant matter of minutes, zooming past passerby in a blur of motion.
I mean, it's irrelevant. You can make the distance even just with the shooting star.
Yeah.
The last thing you hear from Shawnee is, no promises.
And then Falling Star is your
Crap.
speed is a powerful asset in battle. In combat, use your reflexive move action across 2 range bands and gain enhancement 3 on rolls to disengage and cannot take any damage from falling.
Yeah. So you come slamming down.
And I will
Extreme
also
superhero
say,
landing.
for this attack against Penelope,
Now wait a second. You had said you were so high up you were a spec. Let me look at the range bands.
2 range bands would put me at long range, which is pretty high.
All right.
Yeah, because I think short range is even like 30 meters.
Yeah, short range is 30
Is
meters.
it 30
which
meters?
is-
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, because when you get out to long range, it's like where you can shoot with a rifle.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Okay,
let me
you're
pull
right,
up
you're right.
Let me pull up the origin book just to let you know. for
So
sure.
my bow can be a rifle.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah, you can shoot pretty much anything you can see.
Range
Well, because I have
120.
unerring flight, so like
Yeah. Long range goes all the way up to 1,000 meters. So it's
So 10 football fields, yeah. Okay, never mind.
Yeah.
You can reach that without any trouble. And you are going after Penelope?
specifically going after Penelope. I'm going to use 2 momentum, and because I'm moving with speed, I'm going to declare this as a feat of scale on the attack.
Okay.
That's definitely geeking the fucking mage.
So long as my dice cooperate.
Yeah.
Okay, I'm going to roll the 2.
General
like...
2 enhancement.
Yeah, I already did that.
Oh,
Yeah,
how many enhancements?
he's got like no
Oh, his enhancement bucket's
he's
full.
got no legend right now. He's used all of it.
Well,
it's not legend.
once this attack hits or
It all
misses,
comes back.
that one legend comes back from being imbued for the blessing.
Gotcha.
Okay. So I'm going to roll the 2 standalone d10s from momentum first.
Okay. Now, do the blessings come back that quickly? Because when you imbue for an ability, it's like for the end of the scene.
Yeah, it says once it's used, then...
Okay. Because it's a one-shot bonus. Okay.
Yeah. For, like, the boons, yeah, it has a set duration. So, like, 3 of mine are used up for this entire battle, so I only have 1 spare to toss around.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I have 1 success from that. That's... So it's 8.
Okay.
13. That is... See, we're at Legend 4.
Math.
Yeah.
Math, folks.
So with scale, that is...
45 successes.
No, I'm trying to figure out, are we at scale 2 or 3 right now?
I would have.
That's a very good question.
Because that will affect things.
All right, scale.
I know it's there's some math thing to determine where scale is.
All right, scale represents the size of a guy, power, scope, yada yada yada. Let's see, dramatic scale. Actually, scale mostly helps you against trivial targets. Because y'all are all Scions. Y'all are all on the same scale, basically.
Mm.
Yes, unless you declare a feat of scale. Okay.
It'd be nice if they had all the skill stuff in one spot.
Legend
Yes, it would
rating
be.
divided by 2 round up. So so this would be scale 2.
Okay.
Okay, so that is 17 successes in total.
Okay. Uh,
I'm assuming her armor is like nowhere near that.
How many times are we creating her again?
Oh,
Let's
considering I'm
see.
using the staff.
all right. 264. What does that do?
I hear a calculator.
I hear click, 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 click.
Well, that's me having put the page numbers next to their abilities so I can look them up fairly quickly. Alright, well, she's definitely going to make her defensive roll.
Absolutely.
Because these guys are, of course, statted up like you guys are.
Makes sense.
That does not appear to have been the correct page number. Alright, so she's going to roll her stamina.
I hope she gets a momentum.
A little tension in her case, but yes.
And let's see. Okay, I see where that was. All right. All right, so that's 1.
At least rolling this. Do we want to say we are non-lethally taking folks down?
I don't think he is.
Well, this would have been discussed probably before the battle.
All right, so that's 2. So that's got our defense up to a 3.
Which gives me 14 dice to play with.
Yowza.
Yeah.
So the part
So-
about beating the mage.
So you crit her 3 times.
So
Oh, 1 damage for free.
Yeah, 1 damage for free, unless she has armor.
Well, yeah, her suit is, or her clothing is reinforced.
What kind of armor does it grant?
Just a couple extra bruise levels on.
Well, that's what I need to know. Is it like soft armor or hard armor?
Which one is it that gives you the extra? Which one is it that y'all's coats do?
Hard armor.
Okay, this is hard armor then.
All right, how much of that is hard armor?
She's got 2 that are hard armor.
Okay, they're bypassed.
Okay.
Because the staff also has the piercing tag.
I got you.
So the hit for free.
Okay.
Then so crit. Is she still up after that?
All right. So how many have you done? You did 1 for free.
That is 5 damage in total
1,
right
2,
now.
3, 4, 5. She is still up.
Okay. The last 2, Sin, I'm going to use to hit the shove action.
Okay.
I'm gonna send her barreling either over or through the phalanx. However, we want to
towards
narratively
us.
handle that. Yeah, towards them, basically.
That would be another attack. If you're trying to damage the phalanx, that would be another attack. You gotta
Okay,
take
so
multiple actions.
So I'll send it over them then.
Okay.
And because of Pistons for Fists, once she finally rolls to a stop, she's prone and has a complication of 3 to even attempt to get up.
Okay. All right. So
Mostly after he gets his
you
ass
put 2
whipped
successes
in the
into the shove. So how far does that let you shove her?
10 meters.
All right. So that gets her over the phalanx. So yeah, she lands in front of the phalanx.
Mhm.
It doesn't get her all the way to where you guys are though, or to
Yep.
the rest of you guys. But yeah, she lands in a heap. Now the entire time you've known Penelope,
Mm-hmm.
she's always you've never seen her wearing like regular pants.
Uh-huh.
You know, she's always been wearing dresses basically or skirts.
Yeah.
You know, full ankle length or whatever.
Oh boy.
So yeah, when she sprawls in the heap,
She got tentacles, don't she?
sort of. Well, yes. You know, and puppy dog snouts. But anyway. So yeah, when she goes flying, the skirt comes off, and she's wearing like bicycling shorts up under it. Don't go anywhere nasty.
Like, hold on a sec. Where are you going?
Uh-huh.
We gotta keep this Twitch safe.
But yes, sprouting from her waist, she has 12 tentacles, and situated between each tentacle is what looks like a puppy's snout. It's not a full dog head, but it's like just the snout.
That's fucking disturbing.
Sasha's the only one that can see this, though.
Well, and Connor.
No,
And Connor.
their vision is hindered. It's only a one
Oh.
complication, so it's not like they're completely blind. It's just...
Yeah.
They could spare
But,
the gory details.
keep in mind, looking at my camera, what her mother looks like.
Sure.
Scylla had the tentacles and the wolf heads that would yap like puppies in some versions of the myth, so
Okay. Now then, how far down does Shauna get?
Shauna is going to be... Let's see. It's usually a movement per range increment, I think.
Yes.
So I think she's going to be a couple of rounds. A couple of rounds before if she was going to get physically on them.
Okay.
Within one round, I think she'd be able to shoot her fire at them.
Fair enough.
So yeah, she's gone into the dive.
Mm-hmm.
Can we all hear her cackling yet?
Yes, imagine like a junior high girl giggling, but imagine they're the size of a bus.
That tracks.
Yeah. I'll take it.
Yeah, that's right.
Shauna is living her best life.
All right, that was y'all on a 3.
She's going to be writing in her journal later with glitter pens about
All right.
this.
Best day ever.
Yep.
A shame
Gotcha.
I accidentally burned Dad. All right.
Actually, she can't.
Yes, I know.
Fire purview.
All right, so one of y'all goes on 2. So one of y'all goes next.
You just saw Meteor Connor.
I guess Jaden will go next.
All right.
For-
And shoot at the mage.
Target just right in front of you now.
I will warn you, she is prone, so that does give her a defense bonus
Oh,
to
that's
ranged
right.
attacks.
Maybe the
Okay.
phalanx.
Yeah, let's go for the phalanx.
All right. Are you shooting one on the end or one that sits somewhere in the middle?
One at the end.
Okay. It's important because the number of bonuses they get depends on how many they've got on
Right,
the
right.
side of them.
Yeah. It's 5, 6, 7, 8.
Then
All right.
Seven?
Where'd I put their stats?
8
All right.
successes.
Their defense. All right. So this one's you're shooting one on the end. So their normal defense just individually is a 3. He's got one buddy, next to him, so that gives him a +1. So his defense is a 4.
Mhm.
So how many successes did you get?
8.
All right. So that leaves you 4 to play with.
Mhm.
You can do a damage for free.
Yep. And I think I can crit.
Yeah, you had 4 successes.
Yep.
Or
And I will.
Yeah.
And I will crit.
All right. So you put 2 on him. He's still up, but he's not looking good. And if y'all remember from the last fight, they all have basically 3 health.
Mhm.
Your characters wouldn't think of it that way, but you know about
And-
how damaged he is.
And you didn't get hurt, right, Robert?
No, Robert dodged.
Okay.
No, I was luckily able to get out the way.
Okay.
Child of the Forge.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's all I got.
All right. So then 2 of them go. Kim goes for is going after the Connor that just landed.
That's fair.
As he's charging you, I seriously missed it. It's not misunderstood. I seriously misjudged you. I would never have expected quite so cowardly an attack.
It's called tactics.
Ah, yes, hitting a woman from surprise. That's very tactical minded of you.
You always geek the mage.
You can tell from his facial expression he has no idea what you're talking about.
Does Chad?
Chad ain't into no nerd crap. What are you talking about?
If they
Yes,
live,
he is. He knew Titanfall in the Warhammer universe. He of course is into that nerd crap. What are you talking
Well,
about?
he's into video games.
if they live through this, Hilarious will DM the D&D campaign just to make him play a wizard, and then they just beat the fuck out of him.
All right.
Yes!
And that's what Geek the Mage is.
All right, so he's coming at you.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. He's got Heavenly Stride, but that's not really. Well tempered. That's the one. All right. So anyway, he's coming at you, clearly going to Kung Fu. It's
Okay.
the technical phrase for it.
Yes,
Mhm,
of course.
All right. So that is plus his 10. All right. Four. It's unarmed attack, so it's 5. Alright, so we got a total of 7 enhancements and all.
Okay. Defense is a 3.
Okay, so 3 from the 7. That leaves him with 8. He'll do a damage for free.
Leaves him with 8.
What did I say?
He said 3 from his
7.
7 leaves him with 8. And I'm like, wait, what?
That's how math works, right?
No
No.
way does that math work.
No, for some reason I was holding up 10 fingers when I took away the 3. I don't know what I was doing. All right.
Okay.
So 7.
Math is hard, guys.
Yeah.
Stay in school.
All right. So 7 minus 3. All right, so leaves him 4 to play with.
Yes.
He has well-tempered, which gives him a +1 to inflict the damage stunt.
Well-tempered is +1 to soft armor. Unless his.
Oh, that's right. The soft armor is the one that you have to pay extra to
Yes.
do damage. So okay. And you've got some soft armor though, didn't you? Or
I
did you?
do.
Okay.
I do. And I will say, because Shauna is on the battlefield, our entire group gets to partake of her unstoppable trait.
Okay.
Everyone in our party, pets included, gets +2 soft armor.
Okay.
So
Paladin buff.
that puts me at +3 soft armor in
Okay.
total. So he has to burn 3 to inflict damage.
But he's got the
Easily
+1,
with
so
his
that drops
stat.
that to 2. Okay, so he does the damage to you, and that leaves him 2 left over.
I leave with 1, since you said he had 4 left. So he has to remove 3, which would be just
Well,
1.
he's got the well-tempered, which isn't something
Which
I'd
is-
added into his number.
But yeah, that's the soft armor. So like, if I want to do damage to him, I have to spend a success to inflict damage.
Mm-hmm.
I have that trait too. So
Yeah, but the well-tempered is a +1 to do that stunt, so it basically counteracts 1 level of soft armor. You said you had 3 soft armor, right?
I have an offensive use too.
He's got 4 successes left over
Okay,
from his
let me-
actual roll.
All right. Well, okay. I'm about to say, if it has an offensive use as well, then I've been using it all wrong.
Oh, I apologize. I was reading that as a +1
Okay.
for him to, because I summarized on the sheet. I'm sorry.
Okay.
I'm
I'll sit there
sorry.
going, have I been using it wrong this
No,
entire game?
I was thinking it was a penetration type thing.
It's all good.
We're good. We're chill.
I was about to be very, very like, oh my god.
Okay, so he inflicts damage, and he's got 1 left to play with.
Okay. I was about to be very confused.
Crunchy systems, everybody.
Mhm.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
That's why I voted for everything that would be simple next game.
And the D6 system is a pretty easy one to run with.
Spoilers.
They know it's D6. I don't know what D6 though.
Yeah, I didn't say what we were doing. Just that it's
I'll-
going to be
I'll-
I'll announce that at the conclusion of this one.
just so it would be a simpler game than the
All right, so you take a damage.
That's the nightmare. Okay. He hits the armor.
All right. So that is him. The next 2 will be Chad. Let's see. And it's so everybody except original Connor is under your force shield.
Uh-huh. Well, if he's in short range band now, which is what, 30 meters?
Yeah.
30 meters. Yeah,
If he
'cause I
would
figured- I
have to be to
figured y'all
toss
were.
her 20 feet.
Yeah, he tossed her 10 meters and it just got her over the phalanx.
So he's now under that shield.
Okay. Yeah, because it's 10 to the phalanx, basically. And even if it was 20 to the U, that still puts him on the very outside edge. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Chad's running forward.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. He has got a big-ass rifle strapped on his back, but he isn't taking it off.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Probably knows what that barrier does,
given that they fought, with you or and around you and have been researching you
Yeah.
all this time, it's not hard to figure out that, hey, guns don't really work on her. Which is a shame, because it's this huge, like, sniper rifle. Because,
Mm-hmm.
it's Chad and guns are phallic, so he had the biggest one available.
Mm-hmm.
Alright, 251. Luckily, that is not all he's got.
Yeah.
Alright. Range is medium. And what's the... Well, medium is longer than short range, and we've established y'all are all within short range.
Right.
Yeah.
Alright, so he's going to use Hand of Blight. Invoking the negative aspects of fertility, you afflict your target with a curse of uncontrolled growth, causing them to develop spontaneous cancers and malignant growths. They suffer the blighted condition, adding +2 difficulty to all physical actions they attempt. Resolving this condition requires magical healing or extensive mundane treatment, such as courses of chemotherapy.
Does mean he spent a legend, guys.
Yes, it does. I do need to check that off. Where was I? Chemotherapy. Boon can be used to target multiple trivial characters. That's not a thing.
Who's targeting?
At your option, trivial targets may die on the spot. That's neat.
Oh God!
Yeah, that
Yeah.
thing's wicked. I considered getting it for a while.
Subject, one character or multiple trivial characters. He is going after Jaden.
For not calling me.
He's going
Well,
after the
his
one
long-term
with-
deed is get with female Scion.
That didn't happen so far.
Nope.
What amuses me is, we've already said he's attacking with it, but he's targeting the one with magical healing. With a thing that requires magical healing to heal.
Does her health purview give her any bonuses as far as, like, healing?
It doesn't say anything about that.
Well, no, I'm
Yeah,
just
she's
checking
got her
with
healing ability, so if she can use her healing abilities on herself, she can use those as her action.
Yeah.
I can. I mean, I have immunization booster that I can put on myself. So, I'm under my own care.
Alright. And... what would he roll for that one? Oh, okay.
Scroll.
Alright. So, coming your way.
Yeah, the innate power for health is when
Yeah,
she...
it doesn't do anything.
I mean, she gets a legend back.
If she
When
heals a storyteller, you see.
That's true, yeah.
Alright. So he got... Make sure he doesn't have any...
It doesn't have a roll for it, Hand of Blight.
Oh, I thought you had to roll a legend to hit with it.
No, you spend a legend.
Yeah.
Oh,
You
that's
lose
right.
that
Okay,
legend.
okay.
Yeah, so
That's
he
right. It's the
burns
fire one
access-
that you roll like an attack. This is just puts the
Yeah, it's
blighted
like a...
condition. Gotcha,
bam, it's
gotcha,
there.
gotcha. All right, so you got a +2 difficulty on all physical actions. And yeah, you're getting like cancer. You're getting like bulbous growths and stuff. Boils, tumors, that sort of thing.
Is it a disease or a poison?
Blighted condition.
Gotta look up.
Curse of uncontrolled growth.
Yeah, he's just making your body grow in ways it's not. Well, probably not boils then, just the tumors.
It doesn't say it's a disease or anything. It just says
No.
it's uncontrolled growth.
Well, no, it's the fertility thing. He's literally just making her body grow in ways it's not really intended.
Yeah. But it was just saying it doesn't have a tag of like disease or
Yeah.
poison or anything like that.
It doesn't really have any special tags on it, I don't think.
Yeah, it doesn't have any like effect tags. Just the +2 difficulty on physical actions.
But I like the fact that with this power, when it goes the blighted condition, and then it tells you what the blighted condition does. As opposed
Yeah.
to Veil, where it's the blinding condition, and then you have to look that up.
Mm-hmm.
You can tell these guys used to work for White Wolf.
Yeah.
Reference page XX. Oh, that's very useful. Thank you. All right.
Oh, something happened. And
But You know, and he kind of shouts across the battlefield. Sorry about that. You were kind of hot.
Am I still in the thing? Because everything disappeared on my screen.
Your camera's still working.
Yeah, your camera's still up.
Still on roll 20.
You're still registered with Roll20.
I can't see. All of it just disappeared, and I'm hearing things, and I'm like, I shouldn't be hearing things.
I don't know. I can still see you,
Weird.
so.
Yeah, you're still in Roll20 and on Zoom.
Yeah.
Did you have something running in the background?
No, like, nothing's open. Everything's closed. But I'm still, in Discord. With Discord being closed. I was making sure I was still on Zoom. Okay, there we go. I opened something and everything just came back. Okay.
Hey.
Sorry. So as you were saying?
You have a bunch of tumors.
Yes, you have a bunch of tumors, and Chad is kind of apologizing because you were pretty hot.
+2 on anything physical condition.
You get the impression
Complication.
he really hated doing that to you.
Sure he did.
No, there's some regret on his face,
Out of all of them, he seems the least asshole.
Hey, now Penelope's just doing this for the love of her mother. Nobody else will fix her mother, so And then the last whichever player has not gone yet, which I think is Robert.
I have not gone either.
All right, then. Wow.
You got 2 1s.
Oh, you got 2 1s. That's right. I only put one of them.
I will be right back.
All right, so Robert or Talarius, who wants to go?
I can take a crack at it.
Okay.
Basically, after seeing Dixie try to hit him with fire, he's gonna grin and be like, "Well, close. However, here's an advance payment on what I tried to bargain with you." As he you can see the hammer and some runes start to glow on it as he goes for a swing.
Okay. All right, so you're kind of sprinting up to her.
Did you give this thing the range tag?
No.
Okay.
No, he's covering the distance because she had stepped beside the phalanx, so she's not behind the phalanx; she's next to it. Because she didn't want to catch them in the fire.
All right. Well, let's see. You know what? Permission to burn momentum.
Go for it.
Do it.
I don't know. You've only got so many points. Are you sure you want to burn them?
Yeah, we're at 7, right?
You're at 9.
We're at 9. Okay.
We're at 7. I burned 2.
He burned 2. That's what I was saying.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Fair enough.
I'll just burn 1.
All right. That's an extra dice then.
All right. So eat this. That's a 3.
All right.
Using melee for melee makes it a 4.
Yep.
Okay. And just pull a random d10. Yeet. 6 is not a success.
No, it's got to be a 8 or higher.
Got it. All right. So working off 4 successes.
All right, 4 successes. She's gonna make her defense roll, of course, using her stamina. One, 2, and one of those was a 10. Still just 2. So her defense is a 3. You said you got 4, so you hit her with 1 to spare.
Sweet. Let me. Where is combat stunts? Close combat. You know what? Just for the fun of it, I am. Well, I don't know if I can do this, so I'm going to clarify with you first.
Okay.
It is something in the warrior tree, or warrior purview, of enhance impact.
Is that the baseline ability it gives you?
So enhance impact. Whenever you successfully deal injury with your with your knack skill, which I have to assume would be melee at this point. You also knock the target 1 range band. This does not do any extra damage, but can put someone in a tight spot. Unless that was supposed to be a separate roll. If so, then I won't worry about it. I'll just...
What knack were you using?
That's the thing. I don't remember in the book.
A knack skill roll
you
is
just ran up. You just ran up and hit him with the. Is
Yeah,
that
knack
a,
is
is,
like-
Okay.
is that a
that's
specific
my
knack that
fault.
you've got, or where is that ability coming from?
It's coming from the warrior purview.
Or the warrior knack. It's one of the warrior knacks, enhanced impact.
Okay, so it is its own knack.
Okay.
And yeah, the combat roll I assume would be what you'd use to do that. So.
yeah. That's
Okay.
that's
All right, so
literally
you
a
send her
warrior.
flying back. You do a damage to her. Yeah, she's of course in armor. So yeah, you just kind of ran her, ping, and then you eat. All right. And then we're back to the top of the order. Which
No, we're
is...
not. I'm gonna
Hilarious.
beat up.
Oh right. Yeah. Fine, Tellarius can go, I guess.
I'm gonna activate my stunt from thinking about Samuel. I'm like, I'm gonna beat this bitch's ass. Then I'm gonna go beat this bitch's ass. Is this like prone where it's like, if I punch her, I get a bonus?
If you are punching Penelope,
Going up to her. Going up
she
to
has
her
a
in my
-1 to her defense.
Cool. That's what I was figuring. All right. 2. I'm at 2 successes, I believe.
All right, so that's 2 successes. She'll make her defense roll. Oh, we've been forgetting about the blinding conditions that everybody's got.
Well, everyone has one, so it kind of almost equalizes.
Well, everybody has one except Penelope and Sasha.
Sure.
And Connor.
They can both see through shadow.
Yeah, and Connor.
Well, yeah, real Connor was out of range.
Sure.
Any
Okay.
of the duplicate Connors, though.
I just remembered. I didn't have clone Connor do anything.
Yeah.
I'll remember that next time.
Yeah. He was just impressed watching himself. Oh, I'm so cool.
Yeah.
He's going superhero land.
Mm-hmm.
Terrible for the knees, but they all do it.
Yeah. And I will have the clone at the tree is going to stay at the tree. The other 2 clones are coming to the bridge, though. But they're just moving at normal superhuman speed.
Normal superhuman speed.
All right, so Penelope
Only
bumps
one.
her defense up by 1.
That just counteracts the -1 she had
Yeah.
for being
Yeah.
prone.
Well, she bumped it up by 6.
And
You said
actually,
what?
Tellarius
Yeah, right,
wouldn't
but-
have a minus. Are you going up and actually hitting her?
Yeah, I'm going melee.
Then you
Oh,
don't
that's
have
right.
any
It's only range
condition.
and thrown.
It's only
That's
on
right.
range and thrown.
Specifically going melee.
Yeah.
Yep.
So if she raised her defense up by 1, that just counteracts the -1. So, am I hitting or not?
Yes, you have hit.
Bonk.
That gives her a natural defense of 1, so...
All right.
I don't have a lot of stuff I can do here. Knockdown, trip, they're already knocked down.
I'd say you get a +2, because natural weapon and melee.
I don't have any of that, any of those special previews.
No, it doesn't matter. You're punching her, right?
Yeah.
A natural weapon being
Uh-huh.
used as intended in melee.
Do humans get that, or is that just what the critters get because they have claws and teeth?
No, it is a tag in weapon skills and stuff too in Origin.
Yeah,
Okay.
critters
Like-
have to take savage to get the +2.
That's where I get one of my.
Because Kim gets a bonus for that, but that's because he has the unarmed under his close combat stuff.
Yeah, that's because he's using a natural weapon, because that's his melee weapon.
Well,
So Connor gets
I
same thing too.
still got not much else here.
Yeah.
It's like
Well,
knockdown
Valerius
strip.
does have pugilist, so yeah.
Yeah, they do it. They are a little trained, thanks to Sam.
Okay.
I'm able to shove her with like if she's prone.
Sure.
I'll just spend the rest of my successes like just.
We were describing as a punch. Maybe
Nothing
you
of
just run up
age.
and football kick her.
Oof.
But yeah,
Tentacles!
but as a natural weapon is part of a character's body, such as bare fists, a ferocious bite, or wicked claws. It cannot be disarmed, though may suffer complications or increased difficulty from injuries.
Okay.
So I'll do that, and then I'll just kind of get ready, pose up, and get ready against the.
So
The rest
Kim
of
should have had
phalanx
one
and everything.
more success than he did.
No, that's where I was getting the +1 for like the melee weapon enhancement is because Connor's fists are a natural melee weapon. That's where I was getting that +1 from the melee weapon thing from. And then there's the general, and then his unarmed specialty.
All right. All right. So you kind of run up and kick her. And how far do you send her?
The rest of my successes would be, I guess, 2 there. So
Yeah, because the damage is free.
So she's taking 6 damage now.
For every success you spend after beating the difficulty, so you may push your opponent back a number of meters equal to your might. How strong are you?
2 meters.
So your strength is a 2?
My strength is a 1. I'm using 2 successes.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So she doesn't go flying far, but you kick her a little more over to the side.
Closer to the, yeah. And I just hands up, ready to go.
All right. Then it is. Then we're to the top of the order. All right.
Is that a good stopping point? Because it's 39.
Oh yeah, top of the order. Oh, you're right. You're right.
dang, I
We'll
just
stop
saw
right
it.
here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I want to
Why
keep
do you
going
keep
too.
going?
I
We
want
should-
to keep going too.
Yeah, but combat
I-
rounds take a lot of time, so
This is
I'd say, especially between 2 bands of Scions.
yeah. Truthfully, this is gonna take.
Hopefully
a long
this fight
time.
ends next week because I'm not going to be here on the 30th. I got
What?
inventory night. Got inventory night.
Oh, that's right. You warned me ahead of time. I can't complain.
Yeah.
I
mean,
can't
mine's
complain.
fine.
I can't complain to you. I may
And-
call your store up and bless them out.
I mean, I'll have to also double check the
I'm trying to
schedule
run a show
because-
here. I don't care about your store. I'm running a show.
I
was
can
fixing to say, I've
check.
got
I have a picture of it.
Yeah, check the schedule because either A, I'll be here, or B, I won't. So I'm not sure how this is going to play. We shall wait for the results.
We have. It's a good thing we have like the little bit of like buffer.
You open, I close.
Yeah, we're
So
planning to
I
wrap
will
on the
be
7th,
present.
but if we have to spill over to the 14th, that's okay.
Oh no! However, will we cope?
Mm-hmm.
All right, so we'll wrap here. Deep in combat with the fight y'all have been waiting for a while.
Yeah.
The Battle of the Bands on the bridge.
Though another session has passed without Shauna actually getting into the fight.
She's
Poor
in
dragon.
the fight.
It's going to be the same day next week, and Shauna will be in the thick of that fight.
Yes. All right.
Have her eat the phalanx.
So
Actually, since she'll be in breath weapon range that round, she's literally just gonna. And Connor is immune to fire, which means she could literally just slam that fire down on his position, and he's in the thick of the whole mess.
all right. So anyway, we're having here. Hope you guys had fun. I had fun running it.
Mhm.
And let's see. If you've been watching, I don't know if anybody's still with us or not. But you're not tired of games for the week. Deca, what's on deck for the rest of the week?
Tomorrow is False Color Nights with our DM JT. Thursday is a Night's Ransom with our DM Pink Rambo. Saturday is the Stolen Cities with DM Alex. Sunday is Varenheim, DM Trail, and then you can tune in Monday for the Troubleshooters with our head DM Captain Sack, and then come back to us on Tuesday because we're the one that's not D&D.
Yeah.
The
I'm
one
assuming
that's-
next week there'll be no game Thursday because of American Thanksgiving.
We'll see.
Yeah.
I'm not sure, but more than
Okay.
likely.
It seems likely there wouldn't be, but we haven't heard anything official. So
I haven't
Okay.
heard anything
I just
official
figured
yet.
I'd
So,
throw that out there.
yep, yep, yep.
if anything ever updates, you can just check out the Discord.
Yep.
That's where they'll have the announcements.
Uh,
Our socials are below.
so until then, we'll see y'all later. Bye bye. Everybody, wave.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Find my music button here.
Don't tell them how the sausage is made.